go with SZ7 reloaded. This is going to be the start of round number 10 for the Germans. So let's start off with purchases. We've got $67 to spend, and with that 67 we're going to buy 3 infantry, 1 mech, 2 artillery, 5 tanks, and 1 aircraft carrier. That aircraft carrier will be placed into C-Zone 110. So you'll see why that is doing that in just a second. So done. Not declaring war on the true neutrals. Done. Yes, I'm sure. Combat. So the reason why I'm placing that carrier there is because I'm going to take 2 tactical bombers from Novgorod and take them there, and they have no movements remaining. Then I'm going to take 2 fighters from Germany in there as well. Plus there's already a sub in there. I'm going to add 2 more subs in there. And then I will go ahead and take the 2 bombers from Western Germany in there as well. So that's a total of 3 subs, 2 fighters, 2 tacticals, and 2 bombers against the 4 transports, 1 carrier, 1 battleship, and 2 fighters. And I didn't bother to ask what the order of losses are because I plan on finishing off everything there. All right, that's the first battle. Second battle, I'm going to take all 10 of the mechs, and I'm going to take just 5 of the tanks from Archangel, however you want to say it. They're going to go through Vologda and into Russia. Plus, I'm going to take the remaining 3 tactical bombers and 5 fighters from Novgorod, moving 3 spaces to go in there as well for an attack. So that's 10 mechs, 5 tanks, 5 fighters, and 3 tactical bombers. Let's see what else I wanted to do. I am just going to take this 1 mech here from Belarus, and he will come over to Rostov and take that. And let me just double check around the European theater. I do believe those are the only battles I was going to do. Yeah, I think that's sufficient. All right, so I'm going to click done. So we get this battle in 110 C-Zone. The subs are not going to submerge, they're going to remain. So they get their pot shots and they miss. And then out of all those aircraft, I only get 1 hit. That really sucks. So we'll take the damage on the carrier, just as the system suggests. And then shooting back, let's see, Americans fire. Why did it only have 2 fire? Because it's the ships, so the ships are firing first, so I can, sorry, not the ships, the planes, so I have to take the hit on an aircraft, so I will go ahead and take, I'll take 1 of the tactical bombers, since he can't go back anywhere. And now the ships fire, and both the ships get hits. That stinks. So I'm going to take 2 subs for that one. Okay. Subs are going to remain. Sub misses. I finally get 3 hits. So I guess it doesn't really matter, but the system is suggesting I'll just go with what that says. So finish the carrier, damage on the battleship, and 1of the fighters. Okay. Let's see, it looks like these are the ships now. So the ships, I can take that on the sub, and I will go ahead and do so. Yeah. So we're going to remain. Now I get all my hits that I needed the first round, and they get 2 hits back as well. So I'm going to take the other TAC bomber, and I'll take the fighter. Save my bombers. Okay. So we clear out all those transports, but pretty costly. All right, then let's go back to Russia. So 8 hits on the first round. So that will be the 4 infantry, the 2 bombers since they got nothing for defense, and the 2 tanks. Okay, 6 casualties back to me, so we'll take 6 mechs. Remain for round 2. We finish them off with 7 hits, and in response 4 more casualties, so we'll take all 4 of the mechs, so we're left with 5 tanks. Alright, so we capture Russia and their money. Non-combat moves, so we will take all these planes that were here, not the tanks, and we'll land them in Bryansk. We will take 1 infantry from Belarus and move it to the Baltic states, and then we'll take everything else from Belarus minus 1 infantry, and we'll move it to Bryansk. We're going to take these 2 tanks and 3 mechs from Novgorod, move them to Bryansk, and then we'll take the 5 tanks from Archangel and move them to Bryansk as well. Just double check here. Oh, and then these 10 mechs from the Baltic states are going to come to Bryansk, and that should give me, I think it's 59 units, 58 units. So, alright. That looks pretty good. So, next, more non-combat moves. So we're going to take these 2 tanks and the mech here, and we're going to move them to Poland. These 2 infantry in West Germany are going to move to France. These 2 bombers are going to move into France or West Germany. I'll move into West Germany for now and then maybe change my mind. This fighter, yeah, we might as well let him land there, because if he lands in, you know what, actually let's land him in Normandy. Let's do that. Let's see, these transports can hang out there. Yeah, that's fine. I think that is it. So I got my stack, got that. Blocker, blocker, blocker. 5. Can't go there. Sorry, just as I think about this to make sure. I think we're good. So we'll click done. So placing my units, I'm going to place that aircraft carrier there in 110 as I talked about. I guess I could change it now if I wanted to, but I don't want to. I'm going to place 2 artillery and 1 infantry in France. I'm going to place 3 tanks in Novgorod, and then the rest, which is 2 infantry, a mech, and 2 tanks, are all going to go into Western Germany. Oops, what did I do? So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 units. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. And that should be it, I believe. Nothing else to do up here. All right, done. So I do have convoy here for Scotland, and so of course I lose those 2 because of they've got what, 3 carriers, 3 cruisers, attack bomber. All right, so we collect 49 with 2 lost to the blockade, but plus we captured the money from Russia, plus we get the iron ore, plus we get 10 for having Russia and Novgorod. So we end up with 100 IPCs for the Germans for next turn. And okay, and I do believe that is it for the Russians. I'm just running for the Russians. For the Germans, so let's just recap real quick. 5 tanks in Russia, 1 infantry each in Archangel, Belarus, and Baltic states, 1 mech infantry in Rostov. In Bryansk, we've got 4 AA guns, 12 infantry, 4 artillery, 13 mechanized infantry, 9 tanks, 5 fighters, 3 tactical bombers, 3 tanks in Novgorod, 2 tanks and 3 mechs in Poland. In West Germany, 2 strategic bombers, 2 tanks, 1 mech infantry, 2 regular infantry, and an AA gun. 2 transports each in 115 and 113, 3 infantry and 2 artillery in France, 1 fighter in Normandy, and a what am I thinking? And a aircraft carrier in Sea Zone 110. All right, that's it for the Germans. Next up is the Russians. One just quick change as I was just looking at it as I finished my turn, studying my recap. I'm going to make one little change, and that is one of these infantry that I placed into France, I will actually place into West Germany. So 2 infantry and 2 artillery in France, 3 infantry, 1 AA, 2 bombers, 2 tanks, and 1 mech in West Germany. All right, now I'm done. Thanks.